Space, the boundary of human achievement, the new frontier.
It's just a cough.
Yeah, right. And the Earth is flat.
Treat your cough seriously with Robitussin CF Max. Nothing lasts longer and treats more symptoms for your cough, cold, and flu. Robitussin, because it's never just a cough.
In a few moments, you will have an experience which will seem completely real. It will be the result of your subconscious fears transformed to your conscious awareness. Warning, this tape must not be played by government personnel. It can be extremely harmful and result in severe trauma. You have 5 seconds to terminate this tape. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hold him. Now you listen to me, you hillbilly punk who thinks the world's still round. I'm here to tell you it's not. It's flat.
Lexi, tell us something interesting.
Okay, the Earth is flat, and a witch stole his pants.
Flat Earth expert Mark Sargent thinks the moon landing was a hoax.
Technically, the moon itself is a hoax.
Right, but betting with Sportsbet's new iPhone app?
I could do this standing on my head.
Thanks, Gravity. Sportsbet's new iPhone app. It's foolproof.
I know how we're different. Do you believe the Earth is flat?
I know it's flat. I walk on it.
Holy
Do you think the Earth is flat, Snoop? What do you
It's a flat world after all.
Smoke weed every day.
Und jetzt der Verkehr. Vorsicht, liebe Autofahrer, auf der A3 Oberhausen Richtung Arnheim ist die linke Spur aufgrund eines UFO-Absturzes gesperrt.
Broadcasting straight to you from a large spaceship currently at war with mainstream science. Meanwhile, the peanut gallery is in standby mode because he didn't get a lot of sleep, so we'll see if he comes back. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Strange World, where the truth is often stranger than fiction. I'm your host, Mark Sargent, the creator of Flat Earth Clues, which propose that all of us are living inside a Truman Show enclosed structure thousands of miles wide. Just Google Flat Earth Mark, won't you? If you can't find it, well, you're just not very good at the internet. That's a thing. Currently, the show is on Tuesday nights at 7 Pacific, 10 Eastern, and yes, Caroline, if it is not October 31st, Halloween night, 2023, then you are listening to a rerun. Quote of the day goes exactly like this. When a well-packaged web of lies has been sold gradually to the masses over generations. I have no idea, but it sounded kind of catchy. My co-host, she's lovely, she's sassy, and she's one of the biggest flat earth rock stars ever. Karen B. Hey, Karen.
Hey, Mark. What's
So,
up?
it's another Tuesday. Lots to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, things are happening. Some things are being reported. Some things aren't being reported, but we're going to be calling shenanigans on some of it, at the very least.
Probably most of it.
Yeah, probably most of it. But first, hey, Karen, being the current queen of Flat Earth, it must be hard to find Flat Earth friends. Do you know an easy way to find cool people like yourself and solid info about our stationary horizontal level plane?
Why, yes, that would be the Flat Earth Sun, Moon, and Zodiac Clock app.
Sure enough, it's the perfect gift for friends, family, and complete strangers. Watch the featured video every day for 2 weeks and see what happens. It'll be the best $2.99 you've ever spent. And you know what? We're going to do a rider to this every show this time forward, because once I finish saying that, you know who can go to bed now? Paige.
Ah.
So, good night, Paige. Nice having you for the first part of the show.
Sweet dreams.
Yeah, that's David Weiss's better half, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And she has, I don't even know, what weak sauce in my opinion, going to bed early. You'd think she'd like stay up with a couple of glasses of wine, but nope. She's like, nope, I'm regimented.
I mean,
I'm going to bed.
I'd be in bed if I wasn't doing the show.
Oh, well, all right. I'm not gonna.
I can't deny
Anyway. Either way, good night, Paige.
it.
Dream of me. Don't forget, you can also find this program on BitChute and Brighteon, Rocket and Rumble. YouTube is not the end of Flat Earth, is just the beginning. Shout outs, obviously, to Flat Earthers, Stephen Carpenter, the Deftones. Support the Flat Earth cause and get the coolest hoodies ever. He's on the screen right now.
Mm-hmm.
Go to strong.family, won't you? And pick up some merch. Meetups. The UK meetup happened today, and I got a cool snapshot from it, but maybe we'll show it later. Other than that, all the meetups we don't do a lot of meetups during this part of the year because now we're into November. And where are we going to start? Before we get to headlines, I want to mention there's something I want to get out there, and I think we put some snapshots in the in Strange World. Did I put it in Strange World Live or Strange World? Crap, where'd I put it? I didn't put it in yours, did I? Damn it. Strange World Live. Where did I put the shots? Did I put them in? No, my God, I put them in Brian's. I'm such a dork. I'll put them in Strange World Live for you.
Anywhere I could get it. That's for sure.
No. I got. I'll put it in. Put it in. All right, I'll put this one in Strange World Live, and I'll put this one in Strange World Live. Okay, so remember last week we were talking about the Logan Paul version of 2023, which was Tyler Oliveri, big channel with Logan Paul situation, because Logan Paul being inept and inarticulate and just as sharp as a bag of hammers, it took him 3 months to release the troll video.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler released it 3 hours after we closed the show out last week. By the time I was already in bed, Tyler's releasing his video. And it was called, if I'm not mistaken, I investigated if the earth is flat, right? And it's 20 minutes. And you can look up, his channel is called Tyler Oliveira. And he did a short on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
And almost immediately, part of the shenanigans title is straight to him, because what happened was it was not a hard-hitting troll video. In fact, the first half of it, the first 10 minutes and change, was basically David Weiss lecturing. It was a teaching seminar by David Weiss.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was at David's house for 5 hours, and it's like, I feel bad for David because 5 hours and he boiled it down to 10 minutes. And he tried to, use some of David's weaker points, but at the same time, David got a lot of visuals, and Tyler's young. He's 23.
Mm-hmm.
David's more than twice his age. And Tyler didn't have a lot of response for it. So it was basically a David Weiss clinic for the first half of the video. Then he gets in the second half, he goes to the conference, he's interviewing people, and of course he does his little stunt at the end, where he takes off his shirt. I have a globe right there, all this stuff.
Yeah.
But the thing, he learned quick. That video was not as hard as a troll piece as he could have made it, and what he should have made, because he got shadow banned almost immediately. And he went from number 3 down to like in the 40s almost immediately. If you're buried down in the 40s, it's bad. And David and I were comparing notes over the next few days, multiple browsers, and like some browsers using the 20s and some using the 40s, and then it popped back up. And so I think he let Tyler know, it's like, you're being shadow banned. You got to do something, right? And so Tyler starts panicking. It's like, what the hell? He's never run into this before. And like, if you look on right now, in fact, to even find the video, you have to type in Flat Earth Tyler on YouTube. If you just type in Flat Earth, he will not show up, although his short's there. So he made a short, and the short is called "I Infiltrated a Flat Earth Convention." That was out of desperation, because it's like, oh, you infiltrated, huh? Dude, we invited you. Karen gave you media passes.
I know.
Don't let infiltrated nothing. You spent plus you spent a whole day at David's house before you even went to the convention.
Yeah.
So at one point he's changing titles. He's changing the thumbnail. So you can see this thumbnail with the guy with the black suit with the red shirt.
Yeah, I was going to say that's different than what it was originally.
Yeah, it's like that's not one of our guys. That's generic stock model stuff where, you guy's holding up a globe. I don't know, how he put it in there. He's doing anything he could. He changed at one point. You remember, what was his name? Ian Cummings? Is that his name? The guy that gave you the jersey?
Yeah, or Cunningham, or
Cunningham.
I can't remember exactly, but it was Ian something. Yeah.
Yeah, Ian. Right. At one point, he had Ian as the thumbnail, try to generate controversy. Like big herkin drunk guy pointing down at him. And so anyway, Tyler was in trouble, and he didn't know what to do. And so he's sitting right now at, what's he sitting at? He's sitting at 700,000 hits. Yeah, 700,000 hits. He's going to have to buy the rest to get to 1 million, because he hasn't dropped below 1.5 million on a video, whether or not it's real, in some time. So yeah, he's probably going to have to pay to make up the difference, because he's not. I mean, if you go to YouTube, if I go to YouTube right now and type in Flat Earth without using the word Tyler, he is. I'm scrolling 10, 20. He's not there. 30. Yeah, he's gone. He's shadow banned. And you say, well, that doesn't mean anything. Oh, yeah, we actually have a direct comparison here. And I don't want to drag this out too much. The direct comparison would be Dave McKeegan, one of our regular trolls, who made a video. It came out just about the same time, called Flat Earth Answers to Gravity Wouldn't Stop Space Existing. It's only got 65,000 views, but it's in the top 5. And you got to remember, Dave McKeegan barely has he's not even at 100K yet. He's like at 96,000, and he's crushing Tyler right now with the same sort of content. The difference is Dave McKeegan is a solid troll. He trolls us with malicious intent. Speaking of which, let me bring up 2 more. Shout out to Karen V for getting the GIF of the week. And I know you're probably not going to put it up on screen, but we're going to make one before it's over. Because what was his name? Toons?
Yeah, McToon.
Yeah,
he loves to use that. Ever since he's used that before. He put that on a thumbnail before. Remember? I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, but it wasn't animated.
No. Then he just put the clip again in another video.
I just died. Where Karen, he tried to call into the show, and Karen cut him off and immediately muted him. And then Karen flipped off the camera in rapid succession.
Yeah, I was doing hands. Like that.
Yeah, it was awesome. And he put it in there.
He puts it in his videos.
Yeah, and
he loves it. He loves to be degraded by me.
He was commenting on Tyler's videos, and he's already in 5 figures with that. And so I'm curious to see if he'll climb up the charts. One more troll I got to mention out there, because I love looking at the numbers and everything. You know who we haven't heard from in a while? Professor Dave.
Oh, so he sucks.
Well, no, it's not just that. I am a big believer. We knew full well that he was buying subs and hits and likes. I mean, the guy does not have 2.5 million legitimate subscribers. He just doesn't. And I think he ran out of funds. I think he ran out of sub money, because the last videos he's been putting out have been like 4 figures, 1,000, a couple thousand hits. Like, no. If you have 2 million subs, and recent 2 million subs, not like 2 million subs 4 years ago, like 2 million subs and climbing. No, he realized you have to have content to back that up, and he didn't. So now he's not even making Flat Earth videos anymore, or anti-Flat Earth videos anymore. He's scrambling. He's done. He's blown. He's grim. It's over. So that leaves it up to Simon Dan. I gotta look at his channel next to see what's going on.
I guess Professor Dave's gonna just go back to doing his band, Simulated Sun. Remember that?
Right. Right.
Again, I make this stuff up. It's hilarious.
Look, I understand some people want to buy subs. Look, if you want to boost it up, by the way, it's how we know our group is completely legit, because nobody went for broke and went out and it's like, oh yeah, nobody all of a sudden came up with 1 million subs, right? ODD is the highest one with 300K, and it took them a while to get there.
Yeah,
that's because they instantly, their credibility to be shot if they did it. But if you're a troll, you can jack up your numbers. The only problem about buying subs, the biggest problem is you can't go backwards. So if you have 2 million subs and you want to turn that down, you can't. You can't remove subs once they're in there. You bought them. And so now because people look, it's like, oh yeah, 2 million subs. Hey, he's only got like 2,000 hits on his last video. It's like, yeah, it's because there's nothing there. Okay, sorry, didn't want to drag that out too much. Let's get to the headlines. We have a few headlines and we have a whole bunch of lucky, unlucky. We got a couple clown worlds. So first headline I want to mention, because you guys may have missed it. And this is from, let's go to the chat. Oh, I pasted it into chat and now I have to open it up separately because you can see it in chat, but I can't anymore because I already did it, but that's okay. Luckily I've got the links right here. So the first one is, in case you miss it, and please email me if you get the chance. I know Karen caught it because I sent it to her earlier. While we were sleeping, shortly after the show, actually on Tuesday, Acapulco was wiped out. Mexico. I mean, literally what happened was there was a tropical storm, Otis, that was offshore. Nothing, again, tropical storm, nothing special about it at all. All of a sudden, it starts ramping up for no apparent reason whatsoever. Cat 1, Cat 2, Cat 3, Cat 4. And then it starts heading straight for Acapulco, hits Cat 5, and there was almost no time for any warning. I've seen tornadoes with more warning time than this thing. And it blew out, took out every boat in the entire bay. First off, there's at least $1 billion in boat damage. We don't know how many people are dead. The missing list is huge. Every window in the city reportedly is gone. All like 80% of the hotels have severe damage. And we're looking here at this is the CNN. And again, and none of the headline. It took days for CNN, and this wasn't even at the top of the list. I had to search for this thing. It's like, oh yeah, before and after photos of Acapulco. It's like, no one wants to talk about this category 5 hurricane, out of nowhere. And then, sorry, don't want to beat this one too much, but look it up if you get a chance, because the videos eventually will come from this. There was no rain with it. It was just wind, immense wind. And then it's 165 mile an hour sustained. And then it went away and did its damage. And the helicopter flyovers, I've seen monster movies with less carnage than this. Yeah. It was incredible. It's absolutely incredible. The boats that you see that weren't slammed against the hotels, and these were not small boats, the other ones sunk. This wasn't a fire. This makes Maui look like a picnic by comparison. I mean, there's 1 million people that are in Acapulco. Not to mention, I'm still trying to figure out, at any given point, there's got to be several thousand Americans down there. Acapulco is one of those destinations. Americans go down there all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. It's like, oh, it could be as many as 40 people dead. It's like, what?
Yeah, the before and after is just devastating.
I mean, you scroll down to that third shot where it's showing all the marinas, right? Like, look, here's all the boats. And you slide it over. It's like, oh, look, there's no boats. They're all gone. Yeah, it's just absolutely incredible. So look it up if you get a chance. I am still trying to figure out exactly why Acapulco was targeted, or the bigger one, again, the Shenanigans, which is why the media didn't even touch it. I've still yet to see an American journalist team down there, because
it's because, to me, in my opinion, it's because it's clearly some type of weather warfare thing going on. I mean, I have this satellite video that I downloaded where you can watch it. Like, it literally forms right off the coast, heads straight for Acapulco, hits Acapulco, and then after that it dissipates.
Yeah.
It's just like, I've never seen any sort of hurricane that behaves like that ever. One day, literally just one day, one town, boom, category 5. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, and even the Mexican authorities said, oh yeah, it's the biggest hurricane to ever hit the country. It's like, doesn't anyone want to cover this? Doesn't anybody want to? I'm waiting to see some of the videos that came from, and the worst part, of course, was it happened in like 1 a.m.
Yeah, in the middle of the night.
They were calling people. Once the weather people just like realized it's like, yeah, this is really, really bad. And like within, like it was within hours of destroying the city. And they were calling people, and the people were looking outside going, what are you talking about? It's not even raining.
Yeah.
Like, wait, what storm? And then 1 a.m. it's like that's it. So anyway, I'll see if I can dig up more stuff between now and next week. But yeah, Acapulco, you're not going to be, no one's going to be going there for vacation for a long time.
No, it's wrecked.
Yeah, it's wrecked. It's absolutely freaking wrecked. Okay, because it's Halloween, you know what stories we have out there. Yes, we have the obvious things, because that's what we do now. It's like, coincidentally, it used to be fun back in the day, right? Where they said, oh, look, it's a jack-o'-lantern meteor. Okay, so we have two of them. First off, NASA sees Jupiter clouds form spooky face just in time for Halloween. Wow. What are the odds, Karen?
Every year there's got to be something creepy in space.
Yeah. Yeah, and we're going to tie it to whatever holiday it is. So even Jupiter's getting into the Halloween spirit. So yeah, apparently we've got a probe that's only 4,800 miles above the surface. Like, okay, sure, why not?
Right. It looks like one of those paint pour paintings that you see on YouTube.
But that's not all. Let's look at the next one, which is Devil Comet. This is from Fox News. Massive Devil Comet with ice volcano and horns to light up the Earth's skies. Wow. It was first discovered 1812. Has an orbital period of 71 years. That's great. I don't even see a good shot of it. Doesn't look like horns to me.
Yeah.
Whatever. Dumb. Absolutely freaking done. Am I recording yet? I'm not, am I? Am I?
Yeah, you are.
Oh, I am? Good. You sure?
It asked me to let you record files. I know that much.
Recording in progress.
Oh.
That's all right.
It's a rookie move.
You hate to see it. Now I'm gonna have to grab the audio from something else. Damn it.
You have to grab it from my stuff now.
Oh, a pain in the ass. All right, moving on. Sorry, guys. I'll have to edit this now. I won't put it up. I won't be putting it up tonight unless somebody's got the yeah, it's all right.
Are you gonna get over it? Are you gonna be okay?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, and this was because I saw the background again, peanut galleries. Whatever. Okay, so the next one is well, at least we're doing it live. Maybe I'll just grab yours and rip that one.
Yes, grab mine and rip it.
I should. I'll rip it. All right, so the next one, this is a two-part. This is from RT.com. I do, for those of you who don't know, I do a redundancy recording on my side so that I can put it to my slideshow and then put it up there. But every once in a while, I screw something up, and tonight I'm jumping around. Okay, so Elon Musk to provide Starlink access to Gaza. The SpaceX CEO, he would open his satellite internet to internationally recognized aid organizations. Okay, wonderful. I can't escape him. But that's not the important part. It's like, all right, again, he's trying to, it's a great way for him to get in the headlines, and it worked out well.
Mm-hmm.
All right, sure. So the very next headline is Israel threatens to destroy Musk's Starlink. Almost to me. Elon Musk has promised to help humanitarian organizations to stay connected amid an information blackout in Gaza. So, as you guys may or may not know, Gaza is being turned into a parking lot, and therefore they shut off all power and internet. Elon comes in, generates a controversial headline saying, "Oh, hey, I'm going to generate, internet access for Red Cross and stuff like that." And Israel comes back. It's like, no, there must be total destruction.
Yeah,
and so,
you will not live stream our war crimes.
Right. It's like we threaten to destroy. Okay, how are you going to destroy?
To document our genocide?
Oh my God, yeah, I know it's absolutely ridiculous. But Elon got 2 for the price of 1 with that. Way to go, man! I hate him so much. Okay, how many more can we do? we can actually get into lucky unlucky.
gotta
So
be-
okay, so we have Fox Business is the last one before we go into lucky unlucky, and it is Captain Obvious of the week, which is, oh hey, the electric vehicle market could become the next big flop. Well, if you guys didn't already figure it out, they ramped up all these production lines. They made a whole bunch of electric cars, and now they are not selling. Notably, the big Ford electric trucks. What was it, the Lightning or whatever it is? And again, it's because the electric cars are limited. Electric cars, hey, great idea. If you're only going to be driving around your golf course or you're never going to leave the city, wonderful.
Yeah.
Everything else, it's worthless.
They
Road
can't-
trips,
yeah.
worthless.
No road trips.
No road trips anywhere. You're not going anywhere.
Heavy
And
hauling, you're draining the crap out of that battery super fast.
Yep. And again, the biggest thing for me, which is the recharge time, which is it's not, you pull at a gas station, you could even to fill up your tank.
5 minutes.
5 minutes tops.
Right?
Tops.
That's a long stop. 5 minutes.
Yeah. 5 minutes. EV, pack a lunch. You're gonna be there for
You
a
ain't
while.
going nowhere.
Yeah, and that's if you're not standing in line.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. So now all of a sudden it's like, oh hey, look, the electric car market looks like it's faltering. Yeah, you think?
Let's not even get into when they catch on fire.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot about that part. Do you remember when they're shipping them with container ships and they burst into flames and they take down the whole ship?
Yeah.
Or when like tow truck drivers that won't tow them because if they're on the back of a flatbed, they could burst into flames and take the whole thing out.
Where like basically you need a big giant bucket to tow
Yeah.
them away in.
Yeah, they've modified giant steel dumpsters with fire
Yes.
extinguishers just to put them in there. Oh yeah, great investment. Absolutely fantastic investment.
And not to mention that 99.9% of the tonnage of material that is mined to create one battery is waste. 99.9% of it is waste.
Yep. Absolutely.
It's so green. Save the environment.
Yep.
You fucking break.
So, lucky unlucky serves me right for changing my background, for doing all this. Lucky unlucky. First one, you know what? This is probably the only thing we're going to talk about before the break, which is because TMZ has run like 30, 40 stories straight on it. And thank you for all the people who didn't send me the link in case I missed it. There was no way in hell I was going to miss it. Okay, so this is the closest thing to an A-lister we've gotten in the lucky unlucky. It's Matthew Perry from Friends. The show's been off the air for a number of years. Technically, he's still considered a television icon along with the other five. And he died. So the headline here is, we're just going to grab one of the TMZs. Matthew Perry, never been happier. Before what, Karen?
Before, I lost it.
Did you? Really?
Before sudden death.
Sudden death. Yep. He was sitting in his hot tub, having a drink, listening to his headphones, whatever, dead. And there you go, Matthew Perry. Again, so again, I love TMZ, love it so much. Acapulco destroyed. They're not even running stories. Matthew Perry dies in Hollywood, and they can't shut up about it. There's, oh my god, there's a mystery. It's, I mean, just constant. Look through TMZ if you guys get a chance. It's freaking a wall of Matthew Perry stories.
It is crazy though, because his last post on Instagram is him in his hot tub.
Sure.
It's a little,
I guess.
It's a little sussy.
But yeah, again, still no working A-listers. Is he a television legend? Sure. You could say that about a lot of network television people. Yes, Friends ran for 10 years, 200 and something episodes, and they're considered iconic. But same time, and yeah, there's going to be some conspiracy stuff swirling around this. Was he trying to uncover some deep state stuff? Was he sick of the whole Hollywood thing? And was he about to write a book exposing stuff? Who knows? Maybe. But either way, he died suddenly. And we've got a whole bunch more suddenlies and unluckies to cover when we come back for the break. So, Karen,
Yes.
Let's go to the music, shall we?
Okay, we shall.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
There are some exciting new features on the Flat Earth, Sun, Moon, and Zodiac Clock app. Our new Profiles module allows you to create a personalized wall with as much or as little information as you like. Connect with other blue dots anywhere across our amazing Flat Earth plane. Share your favorite images, videos, and stories on your wall. Search for other blue dots by using keywords or by name. You never know who you might meet. Add friends to your Flat Earth circle. Keep track of your friend requests and invites from others in the Request tab. See what your friends are up to and interact with them. In the Edit section of your profile, scroll down to the Search Terms for Your Profile section and add in all of your hobbies and talents, so other blue dots can connect with you. From any group chat, long press on the comment to directly link to that user's profile. From a one-to-one chat, click the info button on the upper right to see your options. Invite them to be in your circle of friends. With the simple swipe to the left, you can now mute notifications for selected groups of your choosing. Our Images section has gotten a big upgrade. You can now use keyword searching to bring up all of the images that you're looking for. No more scrolling and hunting. We plan on adding thousands of more images as we get them from blue dots across the plane. If you are seeing this video, it's time to update your app and find your tribe.
Join me, Karen B, every moon day at 9:30 a.m. for Coffee Talk on YouTube, Rumble, and Rockfin. You never know what you'll learn about in the coffee shop. Open topic and open phones, y'all. Join me.
Much every week.
Oh shit!
So,
and then because that happened, I forgot to turn our sound back on, so nobody heard what we just said.
Really? Well, except that I'm recording right now.
Boy,
so,
we're gonna have Frankenstein
I know,
show
it's
together.
Gonna be bad. Okay, so yes, I did say Joe Jackson stepping out. You just couldn't hear it because Karen, we had everything turned off. When we stream, by the way, do we stream audio only to some places?
When I stream, it's audio and video all together, everywhere.
Right.
Always, everywhere.
How can I get the audio? I only need the first 15 minutes.
You're just gonna have to download it, Mark. I don't know what to tell you.
All right, I'll send a thing to my one of my guys. Okay, let's get to Lucky Unlucky because we got a whole bunch, and this is not me making up for us being gone in Vegas. This happened recently. Let's start with a musician. If you guys know, I alternate kind of between rock and electronica, and I was a big fan of at least one album of these guys, Massive Attack. They did a fantastic album in the 90s called Mezzanine. That one of the tracks, it was coincidentally, there was a band. It was the first song you heard on The Matrix, but it wasn't on the album. It was the song that Neo was listening to when he was sleeping in front of his computer. That was from Massive Attack. I think it was called Dissolved Girl. Very, very good. Anyway, so Massive Attack confirmed death of Bristol-born Angelo Bruscini. So, don't know what happened to him. We got nothing. It's a very, very short article. So, whatever happened, he died fairly quickly. So, sad. Sorry to hear that. So, next one is Dancing with the Stars. Winner, 42 years old, found dead in hotel room. Boy, how many of those are we going to see? He died suddenly in his hotel room. His name was, he was Polish. So this would be Eastern Bloc Dancing with the Stars.
So he was one of the dancers?
Yeah.
Huh.
42. Cezary Olszewski found unresponsive in his hotel room in Ostrolika, his hometown. Yep. Don't know. Cause of the man's death will be determined. I'm sure it will.
That definitely sounds like a case of suddenly.
Yep, does me too. Next
those
one.
Dancers are really healthy, you know?
Yeah, I know. I know. All these people that we're listing, almost none of them are, heavy people. Very few have I read that have been not even morbidly obese, not even obese. They're healthy people, dancers, soccer players.
Yeah.
Skinny people, fit people, low body fat. Speaking of which, this guy looks pretty fit. Dad, 37, who was always cracking jokes, dies suddenly after watching a football match. I don't know why I'm laughing. Watching Liverpool beat Everton. Oh, rushed to the hospital, later died. Oh, he was a gym instructor. Karen,
another healthy person just dies suddenly. Oh.
Yeah, but that's so
perfectly normal.
It's baffling. It is baffling to me. And because I took the test, you know what I can say and what I can't say.
Yes.
I can say it's baffling and it's a mystery sarcastically all day long.
Yes.
And our listeners know.
Right.
Next one down from BBC Sports. Hey, this guy lived. He was one of the football players doing well after collapsing during the AZ Alkmaar match. Bas Dost, great name. Doing well after collapsing on the pitch. That's the field, by the way. During Sunday's match against AZ Alkmaar, leading to the game being abandoned. They quit the game. They shut it down.
Well, yeah, they're probably freaked out about it now. They're like, "Oh shit, it was just stop for the day."
Yep. Yeah, those guys. By the way, the guys, the big multicolor, all the jerseys there. Yeah, they look pretty shaken up. So, all right. Let's see who else is on the list, shall we? I think it's dailymail.com, if I'm not mistaken. And it will be... Oh, who do we got?
The Terminal List actor.
Terminal List actor Cedric Jones, dead at 46. He went from homeless to a personal trainer to working with down-to-earth pal Chris Pratt. You know what's weird? And there's a shot down there of him. He's the black guy in the police outfit next to Chris Pratt during the shooting of oh crap, I can't remember that sci-fi he was in recently where they went back in time to try to fix some stuff. Anyway, what's interesting is that's the second Chris Pratt shot in a week we've gotten. Remember, the first one was an actor, I think in his 50s or 60s, black actor who was who played in a series or something with Chris Pratt, and here's a personal trainer. It's with Chris Pratt. So you know what that means, Karen. Chris Pratt's killing people.
Oh yeah, clearly.
Yeah, it's obvious. It's if you haven't made the connection yet, I don't know what you're even listening to this show for. It's obviously Chris Pratt is hazardous to your health right now.
Absolutely.
So next one down. Who we got? We got sorry, I'm having to do this manually. Loading it up. This is The Walking Dead's Eric Jensen shares stage 4 colon cancer diagnosis. So he's lucky, but here's where it gets weird. That's the sub headline, right? Actor's diagnosis comes 2 years after he miraculously survived a brain aneurysm.
Wow.
So something happened to him 2 years ago that caused a brain aneurysm. I wonder what it could have been. He survives that. And now he's he all of a sudden, again, remember turbo cancer. Turbo cancer is when you are diagnosed with stage 4 out of nowhere. That is what turbo cancer is. Where you go to the hospital, it's like, I'm not feeling great. And the doctor comes back, it's like, yeah, so you're at stage 4. It's like, is that bad? Is there a stage 5? It's like, no, stage 5 is your headstone. So yeah.
Oof.
And I laugh because if I wasn't, I'd be crying. All right, next one down. This one is second. Come on, load up. West Virginia's Acock. That's his real name. Akok. Or is it Akok? Maybe that's how you pronounce it. Akok. Whatever. Stable and responsive after collapsing during a game versus George Mason. So there's a picture of him. He was playing the Mountaineers, and he's alert, communicating. Oh, look at that medical emergency. The fact that you can casually throw around that. I mean, how many times have we said medical emergency, Karen? That didn't even used to be a thing, right? That was so rare, wasn't even a term. It was in the second half. It was an exhibition game, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't the playoffs. And that was it. And he tended by medical personnel for 15 minutes. Hey, you're lucky, man. If I were you, I'd stop playing. And I'm pretty sure the staff will be like, yes, you probably should be playing anymore. Let's hope. Next one down. Oh, yeah, this one caught my eye. And by the way, thank you for everybody that sends me the unlucky lucky groups, because there are a bunch. Teenager's death at a gas station in Farmersville, which is in, where is this, Karen? Where's Farmersville? Montgomery County. Crap, I don't know where this is.
Farmersville could be like anywhere.
I know. Well, there's an address, right? It's 302039 West Frontage Road. Somebody send me where that is.
See, this is where we need Peanut.
Yeah, so exactly. So this 18-year-old went to the bathroom at a gas station.
Illinois.
And it wasn't like the what?
Illinois State Police. So
Perfect.
It's Illinois.
She went to the bathroom, and it wasn't like one of those weird horror movies where it's like, she's missing. No. She just caught suddenly, and that was it. She didn't come out of the bathroom. When they checked on her, she was just dead with no sign of foul play at all. So that just happens. Next one down. This is where we start getting into the propaganda, into more shenanigans, which is, sure we're looking good on time. We are. COVID shots may slightly increase risks. This is from CNN. COVID shots may slightly increase risk of stroke in older adults, particularly when administered with certain flu vaccines. You had to throw that in there, didn't you? Which is, hey, there's a slight uptick in strokes, but only if you take other vaccines with it, and we're not going to tell you what they are. Yeah, letting you guys off the hook. So again, that, if we're looking into it,
safe and effective.
Safe and effective. You bet, Karen. Yes. Absolutely, it's safe. And
absolutely, 100% safe and effective.
I used to take that statement seriously. Okay, this is from the Mirror in the UK. British mom, they say mum, by the way, M-U-M, on holiday dies suddenly after feeling dizzy at an airport on her way home. Nicola Davies was 40. She was going to fly home to Edinburgh after a trip to Africa to visit her boyfriend. Oh, when she suddenly collapsed at the airport. And that was it.
That's crazy.
There you go. Sad. It's sad. Hopefully she wasn't visiting like a Nigerian prince that she got an email from, because that would make it even worse. All right, can we get? Yeah, we got a few more. We can make it. We can absolutely make it. Okay, next one down. I think it's from the Daily Mail. Again, apologize for the slight delays. I am working through some technical issues. Oops, don't want to change that. Next one down. Daily Mail. Nope, that was the mother. Shoot. Hang on. Wait, did I do that twice? No.
No, it's just another mother who's 40. I thought too, I'm like, is this the same person? But it's just another mother, comma, 40.
Okay, so this one is no. Really?
Yes. Daily Mail. That's what I have.
Holy crap, I thought it was the same woman.
No, it's a different woman. It's just a different mother, 40.
Oh my God. Really? I
Yes.
thought I'd screwed up. Mother 40 is left severely disabled after blood clot in her brain was originally diagnosed by doctors as a migraine, which we've heard about recently. Remember a couple weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
Where they go in, it's like the doctor's like waving them off. It's like, no, you got a migraine. You're fine.
Well, this one didn't die. The last one died, right?
Just severely disabled.
Just severely disabled.
As you know, if you have a major stroke, it
At
is never
40.
good. At 40, yeah, it's super bad. Holy crap. Have we gotten to that point now where they're starting to blur together? It's not good. Rhea Doak, 40, was rushed to the hospital when her husband found her screaming in pain, frothing at the mouth, incoherent. She was doing nothing. She was in bed. Wow. There's a picture, I think, down there with her in the glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Oof, that's freaking rough. Okay, next one down. Let's stay over on the other side of the pond. This is from the Irish News. I need a drink of tea. Sorry. Renowned plastic surgeon. Well, okay, so she's lucky because, she's disabled.
But still alive.
But still alive, if you want to call that lucky. Renowned plastic surgeon, Dr. Mel Tohill, specialist in cancer care. Uh-oh. What happened to him, Karen?
Passed away suddenly.
Oh, suddenly get you again. He's one of the North's most respected plastic surgeons. Got suddenly 51, younger than me. Blah, blah, blah. Skillful, dedicated, blah, blah, blah. Pushing the shots. Oh, hey, I should also mention, if you want to flash that picture up on the screen, the Matt Perry with the black t-shirt, in case anyone was wondering.
Oh,
why
yeah, I was showing that earlier.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
So, we forgot to talk about it, which was Matt Perry was, not only was he shotted up, he was selling a pro shot t-shirt at one point called, and I think I can say this without anything, Can I Be More Vaccinated?
Yeah, he had a whole line of those shirts. It was all after his, lines on the show.
Right. And so, you guys know what I think of that. Karma is a bitch.
Yeah. Live by the sword, die by the sword.
Yep. It's unfortunate. Okay, so let's see. We left with the plastic surgeon. We still got a few more, and then I got one more, at least one clown world, possibly two. We'll do two just for the hell of it. So, next one is from the Express. Doctor shares key sign of COVID in vax people that's prevalent with new variants. So again, trying to normalize everything. While the sign was originally thought to be a much rarer symptom, it has become more common with newer variants. The beginning of the pandemic saw symptoms like cough, loss of taste or smell as the telltale sign, but now there's more symptoms you should look for. While sneezing is a common problem, it could also be, sneezing. That's it. That's what it is.
Mm.
Yeah. So if you're sneezing, you got the Rona.
Definitely. You should go get tested.
Yeah, you should immediately.
See? Mark and Karen agree.
Yeah, we
if
do.
You're sneezing and you
you
might have the Rona, you definitely need to go get tested to find out.
Yep. And if you
go find out if you're dying.
Yeah, if you haven't gotten a booster in the last 3 weeks, I don't know what you're doing here. Listen, you should be in line at the pharmacy now.
Safe and effective.
And if you guys don't know what sarcasm is, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. We are going to be living on sarcasm from now on. That's for sure.
I know. There's nothing. Everything is just comedy. Oh yeah, next one down, also from the Express. Karen, read that headline for me.
Going to bed an hour later at night could raise your risk of killer disease.
Yep. So if you stay up, again, trying to normalize everything. If you stay up for just an hour later, you're probably dead.
Yeah.
The fear, and again, trying to normalize the absolute ridiculousness of what's going on out there, which is everything can kill you. The air is lava, as Karen's shirt knows.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. They're just normalizing it. So yeah, if your best friend or a family member just drops dead, no matter what they're doing, it happens. And it's been happening. That's Orwell. That's straight up Orwell, which is, oh yeah, it's happened all the time. It's always happened. Don't you remember, Karen? Seriously, my graduating class, 120 people. Time I graduated, like 38. The rest of them suddenly and unexpectedly. Speaking of which, let's go to the next one. This is from Fox News. You think it's just British BS propaganda shenanigans? Oh, no. Let's go to Fox News. I want to read this one real fast. We got plenty of time. HD TV star Heather Ray El Moussa diagnosed with Hashimoto's disease. Quote, I feel like I'm dead. Okay. The Selling Sunset star discovered she had the common autoimmune disorder after her pregnancy. Karen, have you ever known anyone with Hashimoto's disease?
No, I don't even know what it is.
Up until tonight, have you even heard that term?
I have heard of it, but I don't know what it is.
Well, apparently it's common. Happens all the time, and it affects your immune system, coincidentally. And you can suffer for, so now she's had a health battle. My brain was so tired. My body was so tired. I'm exhausted all the time, and no amount of sleep could make it better. Why does that sound like? Oh, it sounds like low oxygen count in your blood, like your blood's slowing down, like it's turning into jam. That?
It sounds like a disease they made up for rich bitches who feel like, I don't want to do this anymore.
36
so
years old,
tired.
noted that her health deeply
My
impacted the
brain.
days she had to be on camera. Whatever.
I can't take it anymore.
Seriously, there's a quote in here. It's that filming was absolutely brutal.
It's
Because I could
brutal being rich and famous.
Because I barely could get out of bed. Well, then I see that picture of her in yellow, and it's like, dude, it's
I can't fucking take it, dude.
Get that
It's
girl
hilarious.
50 cc's of sandwich stat.
Good God Almighty.
She was probably just foggy because of mom brain. Whatever. That's her quote of herself.
Oh, you mean I can't just primp all day? I have to take care of the baby?
Karen seems to have a bit of a bias against Hollywood starlets. I don't know what it is.
Give me a fucking break.
Karen, they are national treasures. Okay,
right.
So let's end the lucky unlucky segment mercifully with NPR, right? So NPR again normalizing. It's like, and here we go. Remember, we do not have an official definition of long COVID. We don't have anything on the books. There has not been a published paper on exactly what it is. We call it long shot. And again, love the fact that there are papers being put out there, being built right now, and no one wants to connect the dots that all the people that we've been reading about all have in common. They all have exactly one thing in common. No one's allowed to say it. And we can't say it either, unfortunately, other than they've all shot it up. Okay, so this particular headline is long COVID brain fog, because that's a thing now. If you're walking around like a half zombie, oh yeah, it's long COVID. It has nothing to do with anything else. May originate in a surprising place, said scientists, and they're blaming it on low serotonin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, isn't that tied to sleep?
Yeah, apparently.
Yes, remember what we read earlier? If you get to sleep even an hour later,
you could be dead.
Yeah, you could be.
You're definitely dying.
Don't stay up to read that extra chapter in that book. Don't do it. Or you could get dizzy like that one lady and then just die. Again, normalizing it. Love it. Absolutely love it. And by the way, again, the brain fog, I don't know, again, when your blood starts slowly coagulating, I mean slowly, less oxygen goes everywhere. And if your brain gets even slightly less oxygen, guess what happens? Nothing good. They want to call it brain fog. It's like nothing good until the point where it's a stroke. Okay, let's get to Clown World. Okay, first clown world. We're gonna do two of them. First one is a simple story. It's just a reminder to everybody that's out there, including the people that are doing stupid stuff on Halloween. I'm just gonna click it in from here. This is from Sky News out in Britain. Man who terrified Somerset drivers while writhing around in a Gimp suit found guilty of public order offenses. Love the fact, by the way, that Britain.
Oh, what the fuck?
Again, what you do in your own home, like whatever happens behind closed doors, as long as nobody's getting hurt. Hey, you do you. You know, you want to dress up in a Gimp suit and play master and servant.
Good God Almighty.
Sounds perfectly fine. Put on some techno and or some really, really dark classical and go to town. But don't go outside, and definitely don't go next to the road. Don't crawl around on your hands and knees. Don't get jacked up on whatever drugs you're thinking of and start stalking drivers like some sort of raccoon. Don't do it. It's a bad idea. It's just there's nothing good that can happen from this. Anyway, the lone driver said she thought she was witnessing an abduction when the man was spotted wearing very tight dark clothing and a mask. It was a gardener, apparently.
We need to hook this dude up with the coroner from last week.
There you go. And here's the thing, right? He was 32 years old. He was only fined £100, $100.
Oh,
shit. Ordered to pay $200 compensation to each of his 3 victims who he scared. And the prosecution costs were £600. So he's in like $1,000. 2 counts of intentionally causing harassment, alarm, or distress. And his quote, which I love so much: "I am not a Gimp. I do not own a Gimp suit. I am not in a Gimp suit." It's like, dude.
What did he think it was?
You know.
What was his? What is he calling it?
I don't know. Dark clothing. Whatever. Look, the cops say it's a Gimp suit. Look, in the mask down below, that's pretty much a Gimp mask.
I mean, it's missing the ball thing, but
yeah, he doesn't have a ball gag or anything like that. Okay, before we get a break, I want to throw this last thing in here. So yeah, again, whatever you do in your home, don't let it spill out into the street. Just don't. Lock the doors. Have safe words. Mine is "do not resuscitate," but that's a whole nother discussion for another time. Okay, so Karen, in Skype, I want to mention this to you because I have gotten this no less than 20 times already. It's the green thing from Elon Musk, right?
Yes.
And so Elon has got, you guys know, I love this man. I think he's a genius. I think he's Tony Stark personified, and he can do no wrong, right? No, he's an absolute freaking tool. And But his myth has gotten so huge now that I am starting to receive spam mail, junk mail, fake snake oil products, right? Junk products with his name and face on it. And this one is eSaverwatt. I can't tell you how many times. Don't go to the website eSaverwatt. I'm pretty sure it's compromised because it starts loading up all sorts of pop-ups. Cut your power expenses by 90% with Elon Musk's revolutionary energy efficiency gadget. Start saving today. Get eSaverwatt now. And there's a picture of him with his signature down below. Say it's endorsed by Fox and Forbes and Wired magazine and crap like that. It's like, and with an endorsement with stars down below.
Electricity saving box stabilizes the power. Reduce it. Dude, you probably take this thing and the people, they tell you to plug it into your outlet and they're telling you it's saving electricity. If you believe that, you are retarded and you deserve
straight up snake oil and
to lose all of your money.
Yep. But again, that is the part that it's not the snake oil. I get that all the time. It's the fact that you're putting his myth, his legend has gotten so far out there that he's this super freaking Fantastic Four Avengers genius that you can just put his thing on a spam thing. There's people, it's like, oh, it's an Elon product, I've got to buy it. You mean like that Tesla you're going to be dumping here in the next 2 years? I'm haunted by him. Just freaking haunted. So yeah, it's my clown world. The fact that this absolute nothing guy, this fraud, is now...
It's only going to get worse, Mark, because he's really pushing to be like everything to everyone. He wants to be like bigger than Zuckerberg. He wants people to not even have to use a bank account because they're going to do all their e-commerce and business and everything on X. Like, seriously, he is the evil villain that wants to take over the world.
Mark my words. If he becomes the actual Antichrist, I will be beside myself. I mean, seriously, where everyone's like, "Oh, we've got to elect him leader of the earth." Look, Google who is the leader of Earth? You know who's in there? It's me. It's not this guy. Have you ever done that, by the way? Typed in who is the leader of Earth into Google? Have you seen that?
Yes, Mark. I know.
What? I think it's kind of cool
that you're the leader of Earth.
Yes, I think it's kind of cool.
Or at least you're in the search of top 10 as the leader of Earth.
Yeah, it's Putin, Doctor Who, and me. It's awesome.
That's pretty good because one of those characters is not real.
Not even real.
So that means you're actually in the number 2 spot.
There you go. And you know who else is not anywhere on that list?
Biden?
No, this jackknocker Musk.
Elon
He's not
Musk.
in there.
He's not okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Fucking asshat. Okay, we gotta go to break. We're gonna take your phone calls. I gotta get back into Turbo Bridge. Okay, we're going to break. When we come back, we're gonna take your calls. So, Karen, the music.
Hey, are you a foodie? Are you looking for the best salsas and hot sauce to serve at your next Mexican cultural appropriation party? A salsa that will knock your guests on their rear ends? Or maybe you're just looking for that authentic roasted chili flavor. Imperio Salsa is small batch and handcrafted with choice non-GMO ingredients. It is legit my favorite salsa ever. Support your local flat earther and go to imperiosalsa.com and order some of the most authentic flavored salsa I have had in a very long time. Shipping is included on all USA orders, and oh, look at this! The more you order, the more you save. They have some of the best seasonings that go great on your homemade guacamoles and quesadillas, or whatever you like. They are the bomb. Season your meat with it. Season everything with it. Go get it. Keep it flat. Eat my salsa!
Welcome back to Strange World, part 3 of 4. It's you, me, the always lovely Karen B, and not Peanut this time. He's sleeping, which is fine.
And that's it.
Yeah, he's not there. So we're taking phone calls. Phone number to call in is 848-222-2480. That's 848-222-2480. So technically, all the odd keys could be broken, and you'd still get through. See?
That's right.
Yeah. I was going to use the old one. It's like, yeah, there's nothing odd about that number, but apparently that is also a groaner. So we're not doing that one anymore.
Who told you that's a groaner?
I don't know, people.
Hmm.
Yeah. All right, let's pick up. Somebody requested in the back channels to pick up South Carolina. So let's pick up 864. 864, what's happening? I didn't cut you off last week, by the way. We just ran out of time.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
You said when we come back to break, I'm going to pick up 864, and then you picked up everybody but. So I was sad. I was very sad.
I'm sorry. I honestly didn't know. I had to add your name to the notes. Because you just came in as generic caller. So now it's
Plus, there might have been more than one 864.
Generic caller? How dare they?
I think.
No, they come in as
How
generic.
dare they? Yeah, I was.
Dr. Law's 864 too, though. So.
Oh, there you go. There you go. So what's happening, Jack?
I was standing next to those that you called. Let's see, what was it again? Oh my gosh, I can't remember. Hansel and Gretel.
Stephanie
and Steffi.
Stephanie and Sander. Yes.
Stephanie
I was
and Sander.
standing there. I was standing there with them when you were talking about them. So they asked me to make sure I shouted them out, and you didn't get to pick me up, but that's okay. We had a blast, and I can't wait for the next one. But every conference is as good and better as the last. So it was fantastic. But yeah, they wanted to make sure that I shouted them out, and I'm getting a second opportunity now. And I'm going to shout out Ab again. He was the savior of the end of the conference. He gave us a lot of rides around. He's bringing a bunch of stuff back to the East Coast. And we're going to have a meetup with Adam as well as others on November 12th. So you can email me at justjackflatearth@gmail.com. We are still working out the logistics, but it will be November 12th.
Well, Jack,
so
you should tell
Jack. To happen.
Jack, you should tell me so I could put it on the website.
I will. Yes, I will. It's just been discussed today, so there's no details yet, and I will make sure that I give you all the information as well. But it will be near Spartanburg, South Carolina. Also, Critical Inception would like me to shout out that he has a bunch of new videos from the conference, including the drunken flat earther, flat smacking of a glober, which was fantastic. But yeah, I can't wait till everybody takes a look at that. It's pretty interesting what it's like, when we're closing down the bar. But it was a good time.
Awesome.
When you guys were yelling at each other.
Yes, it was fantastic. Well, some people will have different methods of flat smacking than I do, because, I'm very in your face, and this other person wanted the other guy to talk. So it's pretty funny to watch. Shout out to Dr. Law and Lowry and Zulu One and Tanya and Singeman and everybody else in chat. We had a good time. Half of those people were with me on, downtown Las Vegas when we were doing some activism. I will be posting some 360 video of that soon, but it takes a long time to process 360 video. So just to let you know, it's coming. So look forward to that.
Awesome.
But thanks for picking me up, Mark. I appreciate it.
All right. Have a good one. Talk soon.
All right. Love you guys.
Bye.
Later.
Take care.
There was also another meetup came in while he was talking from Jesse. He goes, "Hey, Mark, Karen, and Peanut Gallery. Hope you're all doing well. Next meetup will occur Saturday, November 18th from 6 to 9 p.m. at Red Rock Canyon Grill. That's 9221 Lake Hefner Parkway, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. You can RSVP by calling Jesse at 781-783-3502 or email him at 300kmileprius@gmail.com. So cool. Well, Jesse's not shutting down. And yet he shows up at the meetup or shows up at the conference and doesn't stay.
No.
Weirdo.
Nope. Him and his fiance, are they married yet?
Ah, crap. I don't remember. She just keeps calling me. It's
Forgive me, but
embarrassing.
anyway, I met her. She's very sweet.
Yeah.
They just were passing through and they left. It's all good.
Yes, it was. Again,
It
there was
happens.
no, and he wasn't alone. There was a number of people that did that swung by.
Yeah.
That's a number of them from California. He was definitely the furthest away, but
That
yeah.
didn't stay. Yeah.
Yeah, there was like, they came in the lobby, they wanted to have some pictures taken and just meet people, and that was it. No, didn't want to stay for the 2 days. I was like, all right, cool. It happens, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's pick up 505 out of a mythical place called New Mexico. I'm sure no relation to Old Mexico.
Trick or treat from the land of enchantment, Mark and Karen in Strange World.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Howdy.
Yeah. My favorite memory of Halloween when I was a kid, and it would be getting homemade candy apples dropped in your trick-or-treat bag. And I don't think that happens anymore. But anyway, if anybody's doing it, Jan might be doing it, because Jan's making probably candy apples as we speak.
11.
They are like the most amazing
11.
thing that you can get for, I think. So I don't know. Did you guys ever get, Karen, you might be just at the edge of getting candy apple homemade, like in your trick-or-treat bag. But Mark, what about you?
Yeah, well, I'm old
way.
enough. That was really a 70s thing. As a matter of fact, my parents bought a caramel apple kit, one of those that you bought them in the 70s, and
sure.
And it was basically these crepes that were made out of caramel with sticks. And you buy apples and you wrap them around and you put them in the oven upside down for a little bit. But of course, being kids, we weren't dumb. We went straight for the caramel sheets and just ate those things without the apples. It was awesome. You got jacked up on sugar.
Yeah.
But it tastes good with the apple, though. It's like
it did. No, I'm just not
sweet caramel with the tanginess of the apple. It's good.
That's fresh
Delicious.
fruit, though. I don't know. I've always had a problem with fresh earth fruit. Anyway, what else you got? Did I say earth fruit? That's weird.
Well, yes.
As opposed to Mars fruit. What the fuck, Mark?
Karen, moving on. Moving on. Anyway, go ahead.
I just thought maybe a scary space history story tonight. Want to take you guys back to 1967. It seemed to be a pretty pivotal year for two scary stories. The first one was, of course, Apollo 1 and that tragic fire that happened on the launch pad. And what strikes me on that is when I looked that up, and those pictures of the dead astronauts burned alive, they actually were pretty open about showing those pictures. And, that's pretty scary. Even back then, that was a pretty big deal to maybe publish those pictures. So if anybody hasn't looked at them, of Gus Grissom, Roger Chaffee, and Ed White, and, I happen to think that probably was really them. Pretty gory pictures. And then not to be, you think so? Yeah. What do you think about that?
Maybe. I mean, possibly. Either way. You could kill a few birds with one stone on that one, because even though you wouldn't normally put astronauts in a capsule, in that case, since it was the first one, no one's going to know any different. And hey, get rid of your problem at the same time. So sure. Why not? Yeah.
I know the pictures, it's just whatever happened there. Wow. The Soviets, this happened after with the Soyuz 1, and this guy's name was Vladimir Komarov, and he was the guy who burned up on his supposed return. And that was the one who you could hear that cursing in Russian. And of course, there is some controversy about what he's saying there, because the U.S. intelligence is saying that he was cursing, ground control of the Soviets. But, without knowing Russian, I don't know what to think about that. But The picture there, I think, not to be outdone by the American picture, but that picture is probably just a classic, with him being presented at a funeral, and he looks like a charred pig. I mean, it's just like a pot roast. And these Soviet guys who, wow, they play the part, are standing there giving him like the final salute. And I don't know if that rings a bell, that picture, but if anybody never saw that,
but
it's a classic.
Email it to me if you get a chance. I don't know if I've seen that one.
Yeah. Okay, good deal. Yeah, it's if you just put his name in, it should come right up. And the guys in that picture, wow, they are true Cold War era Soviet guys. But I just, yeah, the picture of him charred, and there's no way that you could tell either way, like what that was or what it is. But yeah, and apparently, just a little history. One more thing on that is that was supposed to be, apparently the story goes, Yuri Gagarin, but he willingly took the place. So the story goes, because they weren't too confident. But whatever was going on that year, I don't know, if they were just trying to, scare everybody and get more money for the so-called fake space missions. But that all happened in '67. Yeah. So anyway, that's my Halloween scary story.
Well, thank you. All right, man. Well, don't be
yeah.
a stranger.
Well, yeah.
Go ahead.
You folks have a great night, and shout out to Cindy in Panama City Beach, and of course Jan in Dallas, and Jesse and Brittany. All right. Keep it flat, everybody.
All right. Have a good one.
Okay. Love you guys. Bye.
Yep. I was actually watching a haunted thing earlier today. I've been following, what was his name? Mike Flanagan, director, writer, writes a lot of ghost stories. And so since we're close to Halloween, been watching The Haunting of, fill in the blank here, on Netflix, and The House of Usher, which is based off of Edgar Allan Poe's work. Good stuff. All right, let's pick up. Oh heck, let's go out to New York, see what Alex is doing. 646, what's happening, man?
I don't know. What are you doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Are you back home finally?
Yes, we can. I'm at work. I got a new mic, and I can't. I'm not getting anything back in my cans, so I'm like trying to talk soft, but I'm also trying to like.
Is it because you can't hear yourself in your ears, or what?
No, the software's. I've got some sort of software saying. Do you guys see that hockey player got his neck slashed with a hockey skate? Is that lucky or unlucky?
Yeah, it is so rare. That is truly rare. But again, you're flying around the ice.
Did he die?
Yeah, he died. His
died allegedly. Yeah.
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 No,
wasn't there like something like that in like?
That's horror movie shit. That's Final Destination type shit right there.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to do in hockey, but not not completely impossible. I mean, injuries in hockey tend to be pretty brutal.
Yeah, I was gonna say hockey's pretty brutal. Like,
yeah,
as a like, isn't that known?
Yeah. Well, what the joke is, I went to a fight the other day and a hockey game broke out.
Right.
That's the joke. I mean, because it's jarring.
I always wondered that, like, if you're like playing hockey and like the one weapon you have on your body that's like the most lethal, it's your skate, right? So I was like, eventually somebody's gonna get like something, like a cut on their leg or something, but no, it's going straight to the neck on this one.
Yeah, the reason why it's tough to do is because the skates don't often leave the ice, and when they do, they're wearing so much gear, they don't get up high enough. So the guy's got to get his head pretty close to the ground. Yeah, but it's seriously, that is one of those 1 in a million type things, unfortunately. And this
wasn't there like a movie though? Was it Blades of Glory? Blades of Glory, the Napoleon Dynamite guy, but they were like a ice skating team. It was a comedy, and there was like an event like that happened in that movie, I think, or something. Like it was like only like a nightmare, but like one of the ice skates cut
somebody should look it up. Yeah, I mean the joke would be if skates could be easier to get off, they would be used in fights a lot more often. But they're not. I mean, they're the laces.
I mean,
of
you
those things.
think
Go ahead.
You think like Tanya Harding probably would have thought about that? Like she went for like the half measure.
Tanya Harding. Thank you, by the way. 400 something episodes. No one has brought up Tanya Harding ever.
No one.
And now we've done it. Thank you for that, Alex.
That was actually Nicole. She was like writing notes in the background. She's like, ask about Tanya Harding. I could do this.
Ask about Tanya Harding.
I don't know, dude. Just got his
I can
head
tell you
cut
this:
off.
her sex tape wasn't that great. It wasn't. It was amateur at best. At best. I mean, it was basically one straight shot. There was no handhelds. The lighting was terrible, poorly directed, uninspired.
The Matthew Perry thing, like, I'll leave you with this, is like, I think the vaccine thing might be low hanging fruit on this one. This is just me, just shooting from the hip here, but like, doesn't it feel a little bit like a sacrifice? A little bit, just like a touch.
Well,
Any
yeah,
thoughts
you could
on
have
that?
done both in this case. I mean, I've heard the rumors that he had fallen away from Hollywood. He knew he wasn't getting back in, and so he was bitter, and he wanted. It's like, oh, how can I get some quick cash and increase some rep? I know I'm going to do the Russell Brand route, and just come out and start burning bridges. And you could have done both.
Except he did it wrong because he didn't do it the controlled way like Russell Brand did, where he still, sucks,
there you go.
Sucks WEF cock.
Yeah.
And has his little buddy, Yuval Harari come on, and he tells everybody what a beautiful person he is. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of cuckery going on both ways, and a lot of people like playing both sides. Have you noticed that? Like every single major player is just playing a little touch of both sides.
Yeah.
You guys notice this? Especially Elon, obviously, he's like the big fuck all. But there's a lot of people just trying to play both things. I'm like, okay, this is getting interesting.
Yeah. Well, again, yeah, Elon's definitely playing both sides. In this case, again, I'm just more shocked that TMZ won't shut up about it. I'm seriously. I mean, I couldn't find any other stories for the first 36 hours, which is like, oh, Matthew Perry.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, there's no big mystery here. He's dead. He either died of suddenly or he
what
died.
About the thing with
But it's weird because he did
berries?
post about it on his Instagram first, and it's just like it seems a little that foreshadowing thing that Hollywood likes to do. You know what I'm saying? It does seem a little bit weird, a little bit.
That's what I thought. I was like, why post pictures
but
of
I
like
don't
three berries
really
and make
understand
a
it yet. Like it doesn't really make sense because I think it'll probably become clear. Something else is going to happen. It's probably going to tie it all together.
Probably.
That's what's going to happen.
Down the road if we don't have another
the last
distraction.
day. Yeah, it's the last day of October, so like I'm not surprised. November is going to be interesting. I presume. But,
I'm hoping for an active holiday season. Is what I'm hoping for.
All right, I'm gonna jump off.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Shout out to all you cats. You guys all know who you are. Bye bye.
All right.
Cheers.
All right, see ya. Let's pick up New York for a few minutes before the break. We got time for one more. 845. I'll give you 3 minutes. What do you got? I'll give you 4 minutes. Unless you're terrible.
Hello.
Which you apparently are right now. Dude, pick up. All right, Richard.
Are you talking? Guess not.
He's not on the speaker. That's fine.
You're not talking.
We're going to grab Montana, possibly. 406. You got 3.5 minutes.
Hey, about that hockey guy.
Yeah.
Last night I saw a video on BitChute of the actual event happening on the ice. And I'm I don't watch hockey, but this was not normal at all. It looked like flat out murder.
What?
on the ice. No kidding. And the guy was not the guy that it happened to, he was not low on the ice. He was almost completely upright, and this guy jumped up, bashed his skate into the guy's neck, and he went down flat on the ice. The one that did it. It was crazy. So how there's no investigation of that, I don't know.
All right, hang on. I'm looking at this right now, just for the heck of it. 1 second.
That's interesting.
If I can.
So it looked like murder. Maybe they'll do some investigation into it. They probably won't call it right away because of sports thing, but.
Oof. So, ooh. Well,
Yeah, you see what I mean?
I mean, the guy.
then
Well, the guy. The thing is, the
Matthew-
guy had to get through. The guy in the red had to get through another guy to get to him, and his leg, his left leg was up. Dude, I couldn't have timed that kick even in 1,000 attempts because I don't think.
Send me the
And
link.
plus,
I wanna
okay,
see.
so no, I got you. So the guy was Adam Johnson, and here I'll send Karen the link real fast here. You can watch it a bunch of times too.
Yeah.
Anyway,
the guy,
while
the
you're doing that, about
go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say about Matthew Perry. If COVID had never occurred, I wouldn't have been surprised about Matthew Perry. He was in rotten health, horrible health. Yeah. I mean, have you seen him the last couple of years?
Well,
Yeah,
he was a drug addict for a long time.
Right.
But
Okay,
does
the real
the
reason
shot?
I called in, real quick.
Yeah, I mean, he was a prime candidate. Let's put it that way. Prime candidate for this. But then again,
but his little injection, his COVID injection habit, did not help matters, obviously.
Right.
Okay. The real reason I called in was I was listening to Weiss like a week ago, one of his interviews, and he brought up how they just took the word plane and stuck a T on the end of it and called it planet.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And it got me thinking about it. It got me thinking about this really old South Park episode. And this can't be a coincidence. If it is, it's a big coincidence. But this came out a long time ago, and it was about an astronomer who had a planetarium, but he had a rare disease, and he lost his T's. I'm not kidding. The episode is about an astronomer owning a planetarium, and he lost his T's, so he always said planetarium instead of planetarium. I just thought that was weird. I wonder if Matt and Trey are flat earthers, and if they are, I mean, this thing came out in like 1997. It was way before I ran across Eric Dubé in 2014, and all of us did, and people started making all these videos.
Yeah,
it's a pretty strange coincidence, isn't it?
I'll look it up. I'll look up that one. My favorite South Park that was tied to this would be Earth Canceled. I thought that was a fantastic episode. That Earth was a giant reality show for other species, and that once we ran out of good material, they were going to cancel us. Anyway, hate to do this to you.
Yeah.
We got to go. We're going to our final break. Do you have any shout outs or anything?
Yeah, real quick shout out to Karen. You're hilarious tonight.
Well, thank
I
you.
loved when you were going, oh, my brain. That was great.
All right. Have a good one. We'll talk.
Okay.
We'll talk soon.
See you guys.
Cheers. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay.
All right. We're going to our final break. When we come back, we will take your phone calls, 848-222-2480. I swear when we come back, I will pick up 504. We're going to try 818.
I have to say, I watched that hockey video, and I feel like that is a tragic accident.
It is a tragic accident.
That is a tragic accident.
The guy that before
the guy literally flips over another dude, and you can tell that it's the point of his. Shit! I hit the thing already.
That's all right. We're going to break. We'll talk about it when we come back.
Alpha 33, target is on property, approaching food trailer. Engage Delta 9. Roger. Alpha 33 descending.
Hey, I know you.
They might be listening.
CIA?
Maybe.
Aliens?
Probably.
Globalists?
Definitely. I may have already said too much.
We have what you need.
Really?
It's flat
I'm listening.
and round
Go on.
and delicious.
Tell me the secret.
see the truth in it.
I thought you might.
This truly is a special place.
Yeah, we like to think so.
Will you be here tomorrow?
We move around quite a bit.
Ah, a mobile command center. A strong strategy. I like where your head's at.
Anything else?
I was never here.
Copy that, Alpha 33. Come on back, let's eat.
Long live Flat Earth.
Long live Flat Earth!
Welcome back to Strange World, Part 4. It's you, me, the always amazing Karen B. And, not Peanut.
Not Peanut. That's for sure.
He's going to have to listen to this on record. And, he'd be like, what happened?
We did okay. He'll say, you did okay.
Yeah. So anyway, just to recap on the hockey thing, no, it wasn't intentional. The guy had the puck. The guy that got hit had the puck. He was moving down. You do anything to get to the guy in the puck. In this case, the guy in the red, he cleared out a blocker, and in the process, his left leg went up to neck level.
And you could tell, like, the back of the skate jabbed him in the neck. Oh my God! Like that is like the final destination, my friend. Sorry, that was crazy.
And again, it was at full speed. There was no way. I mean, again, I could have.
I mean, that was wow.
Yeah, and it was unfortunate because he, at least he got off the ice, but the amount of blood that he lost before he went off the
it was all. I was like,
it's like, nope, sorry. Unfortunately, you guys know the movie rules. That movie rule is true, which is if it hits that artery.
Yeah.
Same thing, by the way, down in your thigh. If you catch, down in your femoral, down there,
there's things that happen.
So no conspiracy. I'm not calling conspiracy on that one.
No,
that is just bad freaking luck. Yeah, final destination luck.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's pick up a couple phone calls. So where were we? Well, let's get Dennis. Heck, let's get him on the line. See what Dennis is doing. 504. He's driving in a truck somewhere, hopefully safely.
Yes, bad timing, but I got typical on the time when I just got on the interstate. But that's like 99% of the time. So, I was mainly, tell you the truth, I think I'd go quick. I was just listening. I guess the main thing been on my mind, you got my email that I sent you like in the past day or so, I think late last night. I'm looking forward to putting together this documentary video, which is basically an 8-part series of me giving a lecture on history with my friend Mario, who is at the conference. But anyway, I mean that'll come out when it comes out. Hopefully, like December
or sometime this winter. But I was thinking, just looking back at the history of like since 2015, I went, shout out to Kyle Adams for getting that interview with me at the Flattoberfest. He did a great job. I was like, there's a couple people, I don't know, it's only like 12 minutes or so, but that's the first person that's actually covered that, did an interview with that in all these decades that got me saying my story, which is basically the 90s was the turnaround for me in flat earth and in other things. But, yeah, I would just, I guess maybe it's like an epilogue, just since, I think it was, I missed the first Flattoberfest in 2015, and I missed the first FEIC in 2017. I met you at the Burien meetup like a month before it. I could have gone, but it would have wrecked everything to both of them, actually, but I would have had to go so far out of my way. But around that time, I guess it kind of rejuvenated my flat earth interest. But I guess what's been on my mind, I think after this video series comes out, I may take, never to disconnect totally, but I may take a step back from flat earthism over the long term. I was, a lot less intense involvement, basically because of church-related things. And I had been on a long search for a church, and I had finally found it in 2012, and I was poor, and I relocated to Oregon in 2015, 16, and because of the Russian church. And what this is right before I met you, and I like at the Burien meetup, 2017. So I guess, how do you say, I can only carry so much, time and energy while this job is part of it. But I went to I'll leave you with this, just to get the idea. I was at my confessor priest's house Sunday afternoon having a conversation with him, and I think not that flat earthism is a bad thing, not at all, but it's a question of good things versus vital things. And I think if he would have seen that video that Kyle Adams made, I could just imagine his thought. So this is why you've been an underachiever all these years. So I think in the long term, that's not to cut connections or anything, but I think I'm looking to make this, do this documentary right, and then take a step back to concentrate on other things, ecclesiastical and spiritual things for the longer term.
All right, cool. Again, can't wait to see what content you put out there, and I am sure it'll make a splash.
And one quick question. I think I know the answer to this. I was just curious.
Yeah.
Was the first time, I think you'll like this, but was the first time, I mean, this may seem off the wall, was the first time you met a lot of flat earthers, and I'm thinking specifically Robbie Davidson, if I may ask, was that at the FEIC in Raleigh, North Carolina?
Yeah, that was the biggest event that I had gone to at that point. I'd done some regional stuff, but FEIC 2017 was definitely the big one.
That's where you and I met,
before
Mark.
He did.
The what?
That's where you and I met, Mark.
Yeah, Karen and I met in 2017 as well.
So you met Karen for the first time at Raleigh, North Carolina, as well as Robbie Davidson.
Yeah.
Everybody, a lot of us met each other for the first time at that event.
Yeah, David and Bob and Zulu and all the speakers.
Although, I had met some flat earthers before that, but not very many.
Yeah.
So I can claim I knew Mark Sargent before all of y'all. Well, in person at least.
Probably.
Anyway, forgive me.
That's all right.
That's cool.
Hey, anyway, do you have any shout outs? Because I there's a couple more I got to pick up.
Yeah, of course. Just Kyle Adams and that's all.
What happened?
I don't know.
Shit. Dennis? Of course he cuts out.
Yeah.
Of course. Okay, gotta go. All right. Let's pick up. Thank you, Dennis, by the way. Always like hearing from you. Let's pick up Jan from Dallas. 214. Hi, Jan.
Hi, Jan.
Hello, Mark, Karen. I'm so sorry Peanut's not there. I was going to tell him something, but I'm going to tell him anyway, okay?
Sure.
Okay.
When Howard went to Las Vegas, I made sure that the T-shirt I bought from his daughter was in the suitcase, and because I wanted to see if a couple of people could sign it, but the whatever the pen was didn't work appropriately, so nobody got to sign it. But it did show up in Las Vegas, and he brought it home to me.
Oh, good.
So,
good.
Yeah, I wanted to give a shout out
and-
to Peanut.
And thank you, by the way, for the cookies. They were absolutely lovely.
Yes, thank you, Jan.
Oh, that was so sweet. I listened to last week, and you were so kind, and the love and appreciation in your voice was definitely not missed. And the peppermill that you went to, Mark, I'm so glad you enjoyed it, and the helpings. Not only was it good food and a lot of it, but good too. And where'd you eat your ham pits? The rest
Oh,
of your ham?
I went, yeah, my leftovers, which I was definitely not going to leave there. It's like I was watching people like walk away from a half plate of giant, food. It's like, no, I ate that in the airport, which was a huge mistake because I already had probably too much salt in my bloodstream. And I just jacked myself up with more ham and hash browns. And like I'm walking to the gate through security and I'm like vibrating. I'm like going, oh man, this is really, really bad. I need something to take the edge off. So I was asking people for like ludes and downers and stuff, and they were just giving me a weird look. Anyway, I know I have so much street cred. Anyway, what else, Jan? What else is going on? By the way, it's called the Peppermill, not Peppers.
Yes.
I screwed that up last
Say
week.
again?
It's called the Peppermill,
what did
not
you say?
Pepper.
Yeah, peppermill. It's like you put peppers and grind it up in a mill.
Close enough.
Peppermill
It'll
is
work.
pretty famous.
Yeah.
Oh, have you heard of it, Karen?
Yes. Well, I grew up in California,
good.
so yeah, I know about peppermill and all that.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. And Peanut's okay, right?
Oh no, he's fine.
He's okay.
He's fine.
Okay.
By the way, Jan, I just
that-
want you to know that I ate every single cookie out of that cookie box. I gave a couple of them away, but I ate every one of them got eaten. And they were
that's
delicious,
great.
and you're the best.
Oh, well, I felt bad, Dallas, because you got there late and they were all gone and you didn't get any. And
No,
so
I
you just
got a
had to
cookie
have
in
your own
Dallas.
box.
I don't know why people. I got a cookie in Dallas.
Oh, I thought you didn't.
No, I
'cause
did.
You were late or something. Yeah.
No, I got one.
And
I get my cookies.
I want to give a mention on was it Matthew Perry in the hot tub? There have been other people who have met unfortunate deaths in hot tubs that were not actors, and so I'm a little suspicious of it myself. I think it's a kind of baptism.
It could be that, and again, it's like shooting actors in a barrel. Is it too soon? Is it too soon? What people don't realize, if you don't know, I know hot tubs are one of those older things, but definitely you're not supposed to drink in hot tubs, and people drink in hot tubs all the time, because if you drink in a hot tub and you get super relaxed, you can just slip under in like no time flat. And I mean, I've had some dicey moments in hot tubs back in the day.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Well, that would make an interesting show sometime. And
No, we're not gonna no. No.
Your younger days, Mark.
Yeah, exactly.
And,
My Caligula days, no, we're not doing that.
Caligula, shit.
Well, and say hello to John. That was real sweet. I have had caramel apples, but never at Halloween. but they are the very best. And that was a nice thought that he thought I could be doing that. And I think that's about it. I'm going to say something I will never say again on your show. I'm going to go to bed after Zulu.
Thank you, Jan. That gives me material for later. That's awesome. All right. No. Thank you. And nice hearing from you. And don't be a stranger, okay?
Thank you. Oh, that'll never be. Okay. Bye.
Good night, Jan.
Night, Jan.
Good night, Karen.
Jan's the best.
Jan is the best.
The
so sweet.
Best.
I was so surprised when Howard showed up. And it's like, what? And he got in.
He's like, I'm here from Jan. I was like,
he was wearing an FEIC lanyard from Dallas that was mine. So he walks up to me and it says Mark Sargent. I'm going, who the hell are you? And I'm thinking, oh crap, this is gonna be the last thing I see before I get iced. It's like, remember me? It's like, oh crap. So no, you walked in the door with a lanyard. Now I'm not saying you can sneak into any conference with a lanyard, but it has been done.
But no, but it was like we weren't doing the conference yet. It was like right before, wasn't it?
Right. It was before the second day. It was the morning of Sunday.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was like morning. It was an odd time. It like wasn't when the conference was going on. It was after or before or something like that.
Right.
It's hard to remember the time, but I know it was like not a normal time.
No, but it was so great. And again, I love the crash course in old school Vegas. Got all the stories driving around. It's telling me all the stuff that used to be there, and I love the fact it's like, oh yeah, by the way, the Riviera was right here. It's gone now. It's wiped out because it's been taken over by the corporate giants.
Vegas is just, I don't know. It was weird, but also though, like anytime that I went to Vegas, I was staying somewhere on or near the Strip. So this place was off the Strip.
Right.
So it was just different, but
no, I heard people that especially older people that they used to hang out there when it was new. It's like, oh yeah, Sam's Town. That was one of those places that when it was the new hotness.
Yeah. They had some staffing problems, as most places do, because of the whole everything that's been going on. But I actually kind of liked it. I liked that they had actual real trees like in the middle, and they had the glass ceiling, so there was real sunlight coming through. I think that's what made me tolerate it.
Yeah, no, I heard nobody complaining about that place. Even with the only thing, if I had to complain about anything, it was the stupid laser waterfall extravaganza, because the smoke they piped in to enhance the lasers, you could smell it as like, oh great,
because you need smoke to see lasers, people. Yeah. You need something to see the lasers, which relates to stupid weapons and people sharing pictures of beams of light in broad daylight. It's like, no, it doesn't work like that. Sorry.
It was good. It was groovy though. I dug it.
Yeah. It was fun. I actually really enjoyed the whole event. I enjoyed my speakers. I was able to have international people, which still is like, that was great. I got to bring a couple people from the UK, Dave Murphy, Mark Devlin, and they're old school flat earthers, and they do great talks, great presentations.
Yeah.
It was fun. And Amanda Vollmer. I think she's the first like woman speaker I've had, because there's not a lot of women doing stuff. Yeah, there are
not a lot of women speakers.
There's not a lot of women. And she's solid, man. She's solid. She knows her shit, and she can just fly off the cuff. I don't even think she had like a set presentation. She was like, I'm just going to talk about stuff, and she started answering questions, and it was awesome.
Cue cards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely didn't have cue cards. It was great. Yeah, and you're right. I give women a pass on just about everything when it comes to the internet, because it's not easy to do what women do on the internet, because there's men are idiots. Okay, let's pick up. I told them I'd give them a few extra. They're just horrible. Let's pick up Zulu. I told him I'd give him extra time because he wants to talk about an event that he's doing. Here we go. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it.
New York, New York, with
I know, I
my
didn't have anything.
vagabond shoes.
They're
I tried to actually do it. I was terrible.
It's good. Peanut would be proud if he was still
Yeah,
around. So
He's still around. Stop
if
it.
he wasn't. What do they got going out there? Hurricanes?
No.
Fucking
He
Category
just
6s
stayed up
or
late.
something
No,
now?
he's just working himself ragged.
No, I heard you say it before. I'm just kidding because it's like ridiculous. Where'd that fucking Acapulco shit come from? That is
Dude,
some
it came from
sketchy,
nowhere.
sketchy shit.
It came from nowhere, man.
Yeah, that is
and
Maui
again,
2.0 multiplied.
Yeah, it's even
Like, what the
better
fuck?
than that because they took the city out and then they told the media to stand down. It's like, what? It's like the media
and nobody's they're not even
This
talking about it, not even like Maui, and
No.
it's a total
That's
destination
SOP
vacation
now?
place, just like Lahaina.
Media blackouts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean,
What the
in fact,
fuck?
I wouldn't have even
Bizarre.
have gotten us. The only reason we even had footage at all is because a helicopter flew over it and then came back and downloaded the footage. The rest of it, I haven't seen any reporters on the ground. You'd think somebody would send
Well,
somebody down.
there's stuff on your most hated
There was
person's
some stuff on
platform. That's
Rumble.
where I got all my video
there's
from.
some stuff on
There's a lot of
Twitter?
stuff on there. Unfortunately, yes, it's easy to find video and stuff on Twitter from pretty much whatever you want.
Great.
But you know what?
I mean,
but think about it this way, though, Mark. He didn't start Twitter. He actually acquired it. He didn't. That's not. He just acquired somebody else's good thing. You know what I'm saying?
Karen, you know full well
Everything
he invents
he's done
everything.
has been that way. Every
He
project.
designed the first Tesla car by himself.
Right. He just
looked
acquires
all the-
other people's shit.
He wrote
Right.
all the
Created
code
PayPal.
for X.
He's amazing.
He wrote PayPal. He
Elon
wrote,
Musk is down with OPP, other people's projects.
damn right.
Nice. I like that. Oh,
yeah.
shit.
You know, with OPP.
Oh, shit.
I will say
fucking
this.
A, man. That's another fucking T-shirt. Because he didn't do anything and everybody sucks his dick. What the fuck is wrong with these people?
I know it's not him, and you know it's the media team that created him. I know that. What kills me is that they perfected the whole power perceived as power achieved, which is all we have to do is throw the rumor out there and it'll work. People will go with it. It's like, oh yeah. Again, 2 years from now, you wait. You're like, oh yeah, Elon totally invented X. It's like, no.
Yeah. Fucking
changed
10-year-olds
the
in
name.
10 years are going to be like, Elon created X.
No, I mean,
He's our
my
hero.
own uncle, who's a car guy, came to me this year, and he said, "Well, yeah, no, he invented Tesla." And I'm just going, I go, "Oh, you can put that shit away right now." That is absolutely not true. He absolutely. There was a Tesla dealership in Boulder, Colorado, when I lived there. One of the rare Tesla actual freaking dealerships, and it's like, no, Elon.
Dude, we had
even...
one in the mall in White Plains, one of the very first ones in New York State. It was inside the mall. And then they were like, well, you can't really have these dangerous things in here.
Yeah, so now I just point people again at the, thank God they made a movie, you know, the Ray Kroc story, you know, The Founder with Michael Keaton. That's what I point people at. I say, look, Ray Kroc, you know, in the movie, at least they were honest with the movie. It's like he did not found McDonald's. He just franchised it. That was it. In fact, even the franchising wasn't his idea. It was his lawyers, which was such a brilliant one line. One lawyer, and that guy should have been paid $1 billion right then and there. You know, the solution to the whole franchise problem. And every other franchise copied it after that. Oh, anyway. So go ahead. You got to talk about your thing.
Also, by the way, the Teslas have a phantom braking problem. They're not talking about this, but the forums are like off the charts. Thousands of cases. They're like, the thing just fucking locks them up middle of nowhere on the highway, on a back road. It's like, you're going to get fucking destroyed by a tractor trailer. Fucking crazy. Those things are garbage.
That's scary shit, man.
It's not good.
Yeah. That shit will kill you quick. All right, so I wanted to mention we're having a meetup for the solar eclipse. It's April 8th, 2024. Calling it the Solar Powwow. And myself, NDB, Weiss have booked. We're staying at the hotel and casino in Salamanca, New York. It's right off of Route 86. It's like, yeah, I was like, that's a weird ass name, but it looks like a really nice, sweet fucking hotel casino. Where it'll be in the path of totality. You'll be able to get to see it. Hopefully the weather holds, you know. That's the only issue. It rains 11 out of the 30 days of April.
Right.
And it's about 51 degrees average that time of year there. So it won't be that bad. And allegedly, just so everyone knows, wherever you go to see it, they're saying because of that solar maximum, whatever they're calling it. But because of that, they're saying this particular one, when it goes to totality, will have a really massive, like, I forgot what they call that flame around it, the ring of fire around the thing, and it'll just be extra. That's all they're saying. I don't know. So I don't want to miss it.
I'm gonna have to record that.
It's not another one in 50 years. It's another one in 20-something years.
20 years. No, it's 20 years. I talked about it yesterday.
Years. Was it exactly 20?
It's 20 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because
it's from like 24 to like 44.
Gotcha. 44. Right. Okay.
But
yeah, and
but the eclipse won't be in this country. It won't be here though.
Won't?
No, it won't be here.
Oh, so you won't even. Oh, yeah. So then. Yeah.
But we could travel.
So then
you can travel.
Gotta go see it.
You just have to travel to find it.
An hour directly to Buffalo, and there's a major airport there in Buffalo. If anyone needs to know.
I've been looking at stuff for the eclipse. I think I might be going to Indiana because Rick Hummer's in Indiana, and that's my homie. Maybe Mark, if you want to do something for the eclipse, maybe you might want to hang out with us. But I think Rick and I are going to meet up for the eclipse, and I'm going to record it.
Nice.
So
when's that? When is it?
April 8th.
Okay.
April 8th.
April 8th. It's like in 5 months, 6 months.
Right. Yeah, just about 5 months.
We got a little time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm mentioning it now.
Things might still be stable by then. Anyway, do you have any?
Or you can come out and hang out with us, Mark.
No. Hey, look.
Listen, you little slut. You know where you're supposed to go.
Yeah, everybody knows. And Mark, I met Karen before you. Just saying.
What? No, I'm just saying. No. Anyway, it'll be fine. Anyway, hey, dude, we got to wrap this thing up.
I love it.
Give me anything.
Yeah, I got a quick quote. Just going to a classic. It's easier to fool people than it is to convince them that they have been fooled. People are crazy. They don't want to fucking believe shit. They're ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Yep.
All right. Love you guys. Shout out to Karen, Mark. And good night, Jan.
Good night, Jan. And good night, Paige. Paige is already asleep. We will be back next week.
Passed out for an hour.
Same flight. My God. Keep thinking about the black airplane I gotta catch. Same flat time, same flat channel. Say goodnight, Karen.
Good night, Karen.
Say goodnight, Zulu.
Good night, Zulu.
That's it. Thank you, chat room, for everything. Blah blah blah.
Oh man.
Hot sex, roll music. Good night, everybody.
Hot sex. Oh.
ever been. Wound up chasing stars all over again. There's words for what you got, what you have, and what you'll ever need. There's love so many nights, so many nights, so many ways to believe.
Mike Jack. Jack.
You realize it's the same link every week. It never changes.
Yeah, I know. I should paste it somewhere, I think.
Hello, Daisy. Hello, Monkey.